Hi everybody, my name is Alex with Bay Cities Construction, and I'm here to tell you that if you're thinking about going to the city to pull your own building permits, you're going to the migraine factory. Folks, I've been in construction for over 14 years. I don't like going to pull building permits. Hundreds of jobs later, I see it all the time. Homeowners are trying to save money, trying to get the process going with the city inspectors and the plan checkers, and they go down to the city to pull their permits, only to be left with substantial amount of disappointment, okay? So let's talk a little bit about pulling your permits and what the process is and what you're gonna need. The city will issue you one of these if you have all your ducks in a row. This is a job card. And this is where the inspector will sign off every time he does an inspection. These are a full set of plans. If you're doing a home addition or major remodel, you're gonna need a full set of plans. You're gonna need architectural plans, structural plans. You're also gonna need some calculations. You're gonna sit down with a city plan checker and go over all these plans together. If you are missing any of their various pieces of information, you're not gonna get your building permits that day. Over the years, many of you have sent me questions, asked me questions during our meetings, and I want to go over some of those questions together with you and see if you get some value out of these questions. I think that getting the plans on your own is probably a horrifically bad idea. There's three different ways that you go about getting your plans, okay? You go through an architect, you go through a draft person, or you go through a general contractor like our company, like Bay Cities Construction. Architect will go and get them for you. A draft person sometimes goes and gets them for you, and a general contractor sometimes will go get them for you. Some contractors don't like to deal with the city, so you should know that's an option. That you may have talked to some contractors and they told you, I don't get the permits, you got to go get them. So know that there's other people out there that would do it for you. I really don't think so. I think there's absolutely no savings money. Some people like to be part of the process of construction, and that's cool, but saving money, I don't think you're gonna save money. You're probably gonna have to go 2 to 3 times to get what hopefully your contractor or your architect could get you in one trip. You're gonna miss work. You may get delayed because, quite frankly, you don't know what you're doing. So you may not have all of the stuff that the city requires, and that in itself will cause delays. Think about it. Every time you go to the city and you get denied the permit, you go back and you ask the draft person or the architect or whoever did the plans for you to get these corrections done. And then that will take 2 weeks and you're gonna come back again. That back and forth, big time delay. And then the third one, which is I think the most significant one, if you go about getting these plans yourself, okay, you may have somebody design this for you, and the scope may be so big that you couldn't afford it, you can't afford to build it. That is the biggest tragedy that I see a lot. That happens a lot. People will go out, they get a set of plans drawn up for them, and it's extremely expensive to build. They over-designed for the person's budget. You should always, always, always design towards a budget. You should have a target budget up front. And I have some content for that about that I'll link to this video. So there's pitfalls if you hire a contractor or an architect or the drafts person to do this for you, okay? And you gotta hear both sides of the story so you can make an informed decision either way. There could be delays because these pros, the professionals, they could be swamped with work. Right now, the economy is going good. There's a lot of work out there. There's a lot of people either building jobs or in the process of getting jobs approved. So understand that you may experience a few months worth of delay. You may spend 3-4 months to get some plans approved, to get some plans drawn up and approved, okay? So consider that. Another pitfall is that you could get a lousy design, right? Like some people would say, okay, look, I need X number of square feet, you guys take care of it, and for some reason or another, they got a set of plans that function-wise isn't right, there wasn't enough thought put into it, so that could be a potential pitfall. It doesn't happen often, but I've seen it. The last one, you hear stories about that, but I really don't think it's that common, where you pay somebody for the plans and they disappear and they never deliver plans, you know. It's happened, I suppose. It could happen, but I think that's an easy one that you can mitigate by making sure you hire somebody who's reputable. Hiring somebody who's local is really, really important because they'll have an established rapport with the plan checkers and the people at the city. That's a good way to stay out of trouble. Folks, getting your permits approved and getting your plans developed is an important part of your construction project. Get a team of pros. Don't do it yourself. I think you're going to save yourself a lot of aggravation. If you need any more information about construction services, getting your plans built, you can go to baycitiesconstruction.com. Please subscribe to our blog article. Follow us on Facebook. My name is Alex Rodriguez, reminding you that you don't need a contractor. You need a team of pros.